I'm wearing a geeky maternity shirt. I have a pattern. It's sadly too small. This maternity pattern was published in 1955. I have material from the 50s. This lovely cotton print came out of my grandmother's fabric stash. First, I need to find and cut out all the pattern pieces I need. I am being careful to keep the diamond shape that are the markers for this pattern. Because this pattern is too small for me, I need to figure out where I need to adapt the pattern to fit me. It is a maternity top, so it may not need too much, I hope. The front yoke. Okay, good length. I don't know how this is supposed to end up. I just need to have faith that this will work out. Back yoke. This one is on the fold, so that will be center back. That doesn't come anywhere close to my shoulder, where the seams should meet. I put the pattern piece where the shoulder seam should be, and then figured out how much I need to add at the back. That's 3 fingers worth. That's a fair amount. Collar. I'm having flashbacks to the problems I had with the collar from my Alice in Wonderland blouse. Yeah, it's too small. Where is this supposed to meet in the front? Almost to center front. Oh my. That's a big gap to the center back. I have concerns. Let's check the sleeve next. That's not bad. Okay, that should work as is. What do I need to check next? Right, the length of the top. Okay, here's the front pattern piece. Now where is the center? Oh, you can't see the bottom of this. Let me move the camera back. I think this is long enough. Material is ready to be cut out. For the yoke and collar, I have set the pattern pieces with extra room from the fold or edge to make them bigger. Here's everything cut out. I used pinking shears to help prevent fraying. You can see how much I added to the side of the pattern. I did press all of my pieces. I also trimmed up some of the pieces where I wasn't as precise cutting them out. I wanted to show you a close-up of this material. It is super cute. I'm not entirely sure what all of the things are, whether they're just old interesting cabinets. There's a well, a rooster, lots of different fruits. Old carriage, oops, oh, the camera. Kettle over here, some trees. There's the carriage. Again.
How this top came together. Smock. They're calling it a smock. The front and back stitched together just to create a simple tube. This finishing is for style A. We need C. This is all of A. Oh, fuse B. Fuse B and C. Here we go. View B. Here we go. This pattern definitely requires a lot more reading to try to find where the different sections start, which I find different than a modern pattern. The sleeve stitched together fairly straightforward. Okay. I did not use interfacing. It's a summer blouse. I wanted it light. And the cuff still turned out lovely. But here we get into the sewing witchcraft. The mind-boggling. How the heck did this, what? So things to remember. Shaded parts show the right side of the fabric. So the unshaded is the wrong side. And the little hatch pattern is the interfacing. So here you can see the sleeve was sewn right sides together, so inside out, so your seam is on the inside. Here we have what would have been the interfacing. I didn't put interfacing. And then the right side, and it's folded down at the one edge, and that's stitched in place. This next step definitely hurt my brain cells because we basted it to the sleeve. You stitch along the line where it shows you to create that cute little detailing. Put the two together, You cut it, and then there's a way to turn it right side around. So now you can see the right side there. They say to blind hem. I tried it. I just did it by hand. And then turn the sleeve right side out. And then turn the little edge to create the cute little cuff effect. I'll show you what this looks like on the real deal. Here is my finished little cuff. It's adorable. You just have this much showing, but on the inside, there's all of this. There's that original hem that confused the heck out of me. Only advice I have for this, follow the lines very precisely when stitching, be brave when cutting, and trimming on the inside here, very useful. I made this cuff, and I'm still not entirely sure how it all came together and happened. Sewing witchcraft. And the neighbor's dogs are barking. The sleeve then gets attached to the main body of the smock. Then we add the yoke, making sure that it's going the right way around. I did pin this once upside down. Don't do that. These two odd shapes that create the center end up folding in around on itself, creating part of the facing to make it all nice and neat and tidy. Collar gets stitched together. And then right away sewn to the yoke. These little flappy bits then turn back in on themselves to create a nice finished edge center front. And with the back facing, boom, the inside is all nice and neat and pretty. Again, it goes from looking very unfinished, unkempt, how is this going to turn out, to sewing witchcraft that you have a beautifully finished garment. It really is amazing. And then they have, oh, you should make buttonholes. I did not end up with that. I'll show you. Because I was sewing something from a pattern a couple of sizes too small for me, overall I'm quite impressed that my adaptations actually work. This fits, it fits well. But it was very tight if I was going to put the buttons in. This is supposed to be a nice, loose, comfortable summer blouse. I don't need buttons, it's not that low cut. All of the facing though just magically makes it all nice and pretty on the inside. The collar, I believe, is supposed to turn down right near the hem. Mine didn't. And I think that is mostly because of the size issue. Considering the problems I had with my Alice in Wonderland blouse, I am very, very happy with how this collar turned out. Let me throw this on and do something fun with my hair and let you see how it looks. It's a tent. It's a glorious tent.
lots of room for the baby bump to grow.
Not sure how this is going to work with the traffic going on. It is Saturday morning and the traffic is busy. I am really pleased with how this turned out. Even if I couldn't follow the pattern exactly due to the size adaptations, it is very comfortable and it was very fun to use a 1955 pattern with material my grandmother bought in the 50s. I think it's kind of cool. And I will probably wear this even after Kidlet comes out because it is just fun and comfortable and very vintage. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment. Until next time, have fun, be creative, and take care.